Hello everyone, welcome back to another day in the 100 days graphic design challenge. So without wasting much of our time, I'm going to click create new, and I'm using 1024 by 1024 pixels. So I click create like this. I'm just going to click here, and I'm going to click fit screen this way. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to import all my resources that I'll be using for this design. So I head over to downloads. So I'll just drag this tray into my Photoshop like this. Then I'm going to hit enter, enter, enter. So after that, next thing I'll do is to close the eyes of these two, and I'll bring this down like this way, and I'm just okay. I'll zoom out. Then I'm just going to drop these two, and then I'll just increase this way and this way. Just increase it like this. Now I'll rotate it to this direction. I will increase it more like this and like this. I'm just going to hit okay. I'll just shift it. I'll rotate it a bit more. Okay, this is okay. So I'm just going to hit enter. And the next thing I'll do is to head over to my filter. I'm going to move on to camera raw filter. This is it. So I'm just going to edit it a bit. Okay, it's loading. Okay, it has loaded. So basically I'm just going to head over to hue. I want to change this yellow line to orange to match the color of our car. So I'm just going to click it like this. And the next thing I'll do, I'll head over to basic. This is it. And then I'll increase the contrast, the texture a bit, and then the clarity. Then after that, I'm just going to hit OK to apply. Okay, so this is what we have now. The next thing I'll do is to open up the eyes of this image, and then I'm just going to go to select subject, and I'll wait for you to select the subject. So this is it. So I'm just going to click here, and then I will right click, and I'll convert to smart object like this. Then after that, I'm just going to rotate this way so that to match the line here. So I'm just going to increase it just a little bit. Okay, this is fine. This is okay. I'll just leave it here, and then I'll hit enter. Then the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll just increase this a bit more. I'll click Ctrl T, and then I'm just going to increase it more. Then I'll rotate it a bit more like this. Okay, so this is what we have now. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this. Now that I've converted it to smart object, I'll open up the eyes of this particular image. This is it. I'll bring it forward like this, and then I'm just going to Ctrl T, and then I'll right click, and I'll flip vertical this way. So now that I've flipped it, I'm going to rotate it again so that it is in line with the rest of the images. So I'll just drag, I'll hold on to my shift, and I'll drag, I'll hold on to my shift, and I'll drag, and then I'll just bring it down this way like this. Then I'll just hold on to my shift, and I'll drag this. I'll drag this one. I'm trying to make it to be at the light area. I'll hold my shift this way. Okay, this way. I'll hold my shift again. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what we have here. Then after that, the next thing I'm going to do, as you can see, this particular image is looking as though it was just placed. So I'll just create a new layer. I'll bring it beneath here, and then I'm going to pick up my brush tool like this. I'll just increase. Okay, I'm just going to take this back to plus. I'll just increase this a little bit. like this, and then I'm just going to pick up my brush tool. This is it. I'll click X so that the color of this brush will change to black here. Then I'm just going to, make something like shadows around it, around this in this particular image, like this. So that it seems as though it's dropping a shadow on the road this way, this way, this way. So when I'm done, I'm just going to drop the two, and then I'll reduce the opacity to make it realistic a bit. Okay, so this is it. After this, the next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate this image, Ctrl J, and then I'll just close the eyes. I'm going to use it later. Then after that, the next thing I'm going to do now is to bring in my text. So I zoom out, let me see, fit screen. Okay, I head over. So first of all, I'll just put my rectangle tool, and then I'm just going to draw something, a line, rectangle like this, and then I'll drop the tool. I'll change this to 0. I don't want it to have a stroke. Enter. And in this particular one, I'm just going to pick up this color here. Okay, here, and then I'll just click OK. Let's see. Then after that, I'm going to make it to have curved edge like this, just a little bit. Okay, so this is what we have to type in. I'll just type thank God. I'll drop my 2 here. Then I'm just going to reduce this, and I'll bring it here, this place. I'll reduce it a bit more. Enter. And then I'll just bring it to this mid edge. Then I'll just hold on with this, and then this pops up. I'll click this, and I'll click this. And after that, I'll just click on both of them, and I'll Ctrl G to group. Ctrl G. Okay, before I rotate it, I'm just going to write it's Friday, but I'll just move this up. Ctrl T. And then I'm just going to move it up here. I'll just skip it first. Then I'm going to type it's Friday. So I move on to the text tool, and I'm going to write IT is enter fry enter day. Then I'll just put this. So after I'm done, I'm just going to edit this. I'll head over to my text tool, and then I'm going to just bring this down, and then I'll just increase this to extra bold like this, and then I'm just going to align it. I head over to paragraph here, and I click this. So after that, I'll just increase this. I'll increase it this way. Okay, I think the spaces in between is too much, so I head back to my characters. Enter. So I'll just reduce this a bit. Okay, this is okay. I'm just going to increase it more this way, and then I'll just hit enter. Let me see if I increase only this one, how it is going to look like. Okay, Ctrl Z. I'll just drop my 2. The next thing I'll do is to head back to my layers, and then I'm going to double click, or I can actually move to this place, FX. Then I head over to my water glow. This is it. So I'll just click on it. Okay, it's already applied. Let's see, it's still 100. noise 0. If you increase the noise, you see how it's looking like. See how it's looking like when you increase it this way or this way. You see the spread is at 25. If you increase it like this, the spread will be bigger. If you reduce it like this, are you noticing anything? Then the size as well. This is what we have. If you increase the noise like this is what we have. So I'm just going to leave the size. I'm just going to reduce it. I don't need too much. Okay, this is okay. Then I'm just going to drop shadow. Okay, the shadow, let's see, multiply is on black, and the distance 28, spread 7. I increase it like this, you see the difference. And I'm just going to the size, you see the size. So after that, I'm just going to click OK. Now that I've gotten all my text, the next thing I'm going to do is to rotate. So before that, I'm just going to double click on this outer group, and I'm going to reduce the size of this particular outer group a little bit. So I just head over to size, and I'll just reduce it, just not too much, just a bit. Everything is okay. So I'll just click OK. Then after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to hold on to my group. It has already grouped all together. This is it. So I'm just going to rotate, Ctrl T, and I've pressed Ctrl T. I'll just rotate this so that it matches with the image we have. So I'll just bring this here. I'll rotate it a bit more like this, and then I'll just reduce it this way. I'll reduce the size like this. I'll rotate it a bit more this way, and then I'll just bring it this way. This way, and then I'm just going to hit enter. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to shift this car backward a little bit. I'll click Ctrl T, and then I'll shift it like this. Okay, Ctrl Z. I'm supposed to take it with the shadow. This is the shadow. Ctrl T. Then I'll just move it this way with the shadow. Then enter. Then this particular group, I'll move them again like this. Okay, Ctrl Z. I'll click on the group 1. I'm going to click Ctrl T like this, and then I'll just move it this way. Okay, enter. And I want this particular car, this one, I want it to have something like motion blur. So I head over to filter. This here is it, and I click blur, and then I'm just going to click motion blur. Okay, this is what we have. So I'm just going to move the angle so that it will fit with what I have, so that it will fit slanting. Okay, let's see if I increase the distance. Okay, this is too much. I'm just going to leave it as 21 like this. I'll just leave it small, 17. Then I'll click OK. Next thing I'm going to do, this one that I duplicated earlier, I open the eyes. I'm going to bring it forward to here, and then I'll just click on this. I'll head over to black and white. Okay, it's applying on all of them, so I'm going to change it to black. As it's applying on all of them, we right click, create clipping marks, so it applies only on the black. So the next thing I'm going to do, now that I have this, I'm just going to click like this, and then I will bring it down. Okay, I'll just leave it up. I'll bring this my car, together with the light. Here's the light. Okay, this is it. I'll bring it up like this way. Okay, then I'm just going to keep this here. Okay, Ctrl Z. Let's go back to history. Let's go back to create clipping marks. I'll just reduce the opacity of this. Okay, Ctrl Z. I'll click on this and then I'll reduce the opacity like this so that it applies on this image. Then I'm just going to use my brush tool. Just create a new I'm just going to use my brush tool. I'll select X. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to erase. I'll erase this like this. I just want to have just that particular shadow on the text. So I'm just going to blur this car. Filter, motion blur. I'll just blur it a bit so that it will be black. Okay, I'll pick the car. Filter, motion blur. I'll just reduce it. Okay, I'm just going to click OK. Then I'm going to click Ctrl T and I'll move it just a little bit. Enter. Okay, let's say I hide the motion blur. Let's say it looks like. Okay, let's see. Okay, so after that I'll just shift my It's Friday together with it. I'll just this group. This group here. I'll just shift it inside like this way, and then I'm going to shift my car together with this, and then the light effects. I'll Ctrl G. Then I'll just move it this way. Enter. So after that, next thing I'm going to do is to select everything. Ctrl A. Okay, Ctrl D to deselect. I'll just click this down to this. I'm just going to Ctrl T. Then I'll just increase everything a bit, not too much. Then I'll just take it up like this. I'll increase it a little more this way. Then after that, I'm just going to hit enter. Then I'll just type one last thing here. I'll use my Alt. I'll drag. I'll bring it up this way. So I'm just going to say happy weekend. I'll drop my tool. Then I'm going to reduce the size of this. Reduce it like this, and then I'll just bring it to the top of this particular car. I'll just reduce it and I'll hit enter. And I'm just going to use one of these. Let's see which one will work. Okay, I'll just use color dodge. After that, I'm just going to click my Shift Ctrl Alt E to screenshot everything. So I head over to filter and I head over to my camera raw filter. This is it. So I'm just going to click on it like this, and then now that it's loaded, I will just touch on the texture, clarity, haze, contrast, shadows, white, blacks. Okay, you can just edit anything here and matches to your test. So when I'm done, I'm just going to click OK. So with that, we have come to the end of today's tutorial, today's design. So I will see you in the next video. Please do like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.